I am Florence Pittion from THEMA in Grenoble. My project is THEMA, Identification of Molecular Mechanisms by which Tumor Heterogeneity influences disease outcome. We will perform a high-dimension mediation analysis. Pancreatic cancer is one of the deadliest cancers and expected to become the second cause cancer-related deaths by 2025. It seems urgent to improve therapeutic treatment. It is a highly heterogeneous cancer, and in this context, we want to explore a particular causal link. The tumor heterogeneity impact on patient survival. We want to identify molecular mechanisms implied in this relationship. Those molecular features will be gene expression and an epigenetic mechanism, DNA methylation. We want to develop a high-dimension mediation analysis to unravel those causal links. Our objectives are to identify molecular mediators of tumor heterogeneity both at DNA methylation and gene expression level, improve understanding of carcinogenesis, and offer perspective developing new biomarkers and personalized therapeutic treatments. We will use HDMAX2 pipeline to perform our mediation analysis. In the first step, two successive errors will be performed, one between the exposition and the potential mediator, and one between the potential mediator and the outcome. Those two errors use LFMM algorithm designed for the correction of unobserved confounders. In step 2, we want to apply the max square test, which uses the previous p-value from step 1. And in step 3, we want to compute the estimation of indirect individual effect for each selected probes and the overall indirect effect. The overall indirect effect use effect for the first errors and the effect from the regression between selected probes and outcome. Overall indirect effect is the sum of the product of those effects. We have also to consider the total effect. In first approach, we will use an exposition that will be a continuous exposition, which is a tumor heterogeneity molecular gradient based on transcriptome, and a simplified outcome, the survival state at 1 year of follow-up. The mediators will be DNA methylation beta value, and we have to impose a number of latent factors, which is based on PCA from a methylation matrix. We applied the HDMAX2 method on our data, pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma TCGA data. So after step 2, and apply the max square test, we selected 5 probes with a Bonferroni procedure control, but this procedure is very conservative, so we decided to extend to a top 20 selected probes to apply to the next step. For each of the 20 selected probes, individual indirect effect is provided, as well as the overall indirect effect. In the forest plot, these results are compared with each other and set in perspective in relation to the total effect. For the next steps, improvement and future tasks, we want to improve this first approach with categorical exposition and Cox model, which is adapted for survival data, expand this model to study the indirect effect of gene expression, develop a statistical framework to perform multimodal, with gene expression and DNA methylation, dimension mediation analysis, and test how the exposure to therapeutic treatments affects the identified indirect effects. Thank you for your attention, and if you want to know more, you are welcome to contact me at my address.